Hey guys, hope everyone's having a great productive money making day. I am here just to share a little video with you all. It's not a makeup tutorial, but just a recap on my weekend in Savannah on last weekend, because we had a lot of great things going on and you all need to know about it. So I'm just going to do a little recap of everything that I did that was productive, and just some little side stories as well that you might find funny that I thought was funny. So anyway, starting with on last Friday when I first got into town, a boutique down there that's located at 631 East Broad Street in Savannah is called Sensational Pieces. The shop owners there are Lanika and Renata, and they also do some business with a good friend of mine named Monique and Florence, who have an accessories business called Fabulous Fashions, and Sensational Pieces carry some of their accessories in their boutique. So what happened is these two groups joined together and they put on a fashion show, which was on last Friday, and the fashion show was called Fab Sense Fashion Show. So it just gave the ladies an opportunity to display all the clothes that they have in their boutique, and the ladies to also display their accessories. And after the show, an opportunity for all the people who attended to buy whatever it is that they liked. So I'm just going to show you all what I got. First up here we have this fabulous dress that I cannot wait to wear. When I got there, I just kept looking at it and I'm like, before I leave, that's going to belong to me. And I think I ended up picking like one of the most expensive pieces in the store, but leave it to me to do something like that. And then here's a cute little top that I got as well. So ladies, if you all love shopping and you love accessories, that's definitely a place you want to go and check out. Look at this bracelet, $10. Doesn't this look expensive? You can't beat that with a stick. Got that. And then I also got these cute little earrings here. So definitely good stuff. So that was just a fashion show that they were having, but I believe they're open pretty much every day of the week. Later that evening, what I ended up doing was just hanging out with my friends Fonzie and Donovan. And I'm telling this story because I thought it was funny. Donovan is my best friend, and we both were in town, and we both live out of the city now. So he called me up and he was like, well, Blessing, I'm going to come out, but I'm not going clubbing with you. I was like, all right, cool, Donovan. So anyway, we all meet up at Wild Wings and we all order something to drink. Donovan orders this Long Island iced tea. They end up bringing him a pitcher of Long Island iced tea. So he drinks the whole thing. So basically what he did was he sabotaged himself because he knew he didn't want to go out. So he dressed like a bum. So even if he felt the urge to go out, he wouldn't be able to go. Long story short, he drank the whole Long Island iced tea pitcher. Was more ready to party than I was. But he could not go because he had on flip-flops and he just looked a total mess, and so he had to just get in his car and take his behind home. So that's what ended up happening with that story. So me and Fonzie, we just went on out to Rain. It was Friday, so they were having their Flirt Fridays, which is hosted by Kareem of Sire Entertainment. And I believe Fonzie does some promoting with that as well. And it happened to be Kareem's birthday, so we definitely had a good time in Club Rain. We didn't make it rain, but we definitely had bottles on deck, so it was amazing fun. And that was my Friday. Some girls from our alumni school, Savannah High School, that were kind of a little less fortunate than most and just kind of struggling with finances and probably needed some help to be able to go to the prom this year. Her initial idea was to help out one particular individual. Well, the guidance counselor of the school actually recommended this girl who also had a sister, and they both happened to be seniors. So Monique took on the challenge to actually help both of the young ladies out and reached out to her fellow alumni, myself, and also Angel Dixon, who's of Queen Jetter Hair. So between all of us, we got it done, literally. So Monique and Florence were definitely the sponsors and the brains behind the event. And Angel of Queen Jetter Hair sponsored all the hair services for the girls. I sponsored the makeup services, Beauty Box by Blessing. Fabulous Fashions donated all the accessories, the prom dress, the shoes, the everything. And I also sponsored their Medi and Manny and Petty for the prom as well. So the girls really looked phenomenal, and I just want to thank Monique for even coming up with that idea and also including me and the other young ladies to be a part of it, and we can't wait to do it next year. And just a little side story about that, because this story has to be told as well. So anyway, the girls go to the nail salon, right, to get their nails done. And Monique gives the nail tech specific instructions as to how these girls' nails are supposed to be done. So while they're getting their nails done, Monique leaves to go shopping, and eventually I meet up with Monique and we're talking, and then we go over there to check on the girls. When we go check on the girls, we find out that the nail tech has done her own thing, basically saying that the girl told her to do something else other than what Monique had instructed her to do. Finish up what you're doing the way we said, do it, and let's go. So Monique had to walk out for whatever reason. So the nail tech walks over to me and she's like, so what do you want me to do? I said, well, from what I've heard, your instructions are to give her a French manicure for her nails and also for her toes. I think that's what you should do. She was like, well, the girl told me she doesn't want that. She's a grown girl. She has the right to tell me what she wants. I said, again, what she wants her to do and you to do is a French manicure. Now, I'm not going to tell you what you got to do, but you should do the French manicure if you want to get paid. Anything else you decide to do is going to be on your pocket. So at this point, we decide, you know what? She's already done the young lady's toes, her pedicure, incorrect. And we feel like we shouldn't have to pay for that because we gave you specific instructions as to what to do. You listen to the person that's paying. So we decide we're going to pay for everything she did correctly, and we're not going to pay for what she did not do correctly. So I'm like, y'all, it's about to get real life real fast up in here. So everybody gather your things, get ready to walk out the door. I need to be the last one to walk out the door. I think that I see everybody out the door. Next thing you know, them ladies behind me like, ma'am, you didn't pay. So I'm just steady walking because I know what I did and what I didn't do. She's steady saying, ma'am, I'm going to call the police. I'm like, if that's what you feel like you need to do, call them, because we told you what to do, and I'll be happy to tell the police that as well. Some kind of way, one of the girls who we were sponsoring for this event got stuck in the nail salon. They have now locked the door and are holding her hostage. The girl is now sitting down in the chair like she's on their side, like she's not even trying to get out of the building. This is hilarious. So now I'm knocking on the window like, look, lady, I understand that you want to get paid. I understand you want to call the police. That is good and fine. But you cannot hold this young lady hostage. And we're telling the young lady to let them know, look, I want to come out. She ain't saying a word. But anyway, long story short, there's another lady in there who's ready to go. They will not unlock the door. Like, everybody who's ready to go, they're holding everybody in the nail salon hostage. So what ends up happening, which I really hate, but we got to teach them a lesson. They can't just take our money and do things we don't ask them to do. But the lady was so ready to go that she just paid the balance of what I didn't pay. And so that way the girl was able to come out and she wasn't held hostage anymore. So by the time we left, the police officers hadn't showed up yet, and we haven't heard any more about it. So anyway, we left from there. I did the girls' makeup. We kept the day moving, kept it positive, got the girls to the prom. Monique did, and everything went phenomenal. I'm going to post pictures about how awesome the girls looked. And I just want to say thumbs up to everybody who was a part of that. Okay, and then my Saturday night, went to the Kevin Hart show. I love Kevin Hart. I found out at the last minute that Kevin Hart was going to be in town, and I was like, somebody's going to give me a ticket, somebody's going to sell me a ticket, but I am going to be in that show. But I'm only going to be in that show if I get a floor seat. If I'm in the balcony, it ain't happening. So anyway, I get some connects on some tickets, basically, long story short, and I'm told that these tickets are floor seats, and it's from a reliable source. So I don't look at my tickets. I get dressed and I put on my shoes, like, because your tickets are on the balcony. Y'all should have seen me. But, you know, I tried to keep my composure, and the person that I was with, I was like, really? We're on the balcony? Like, really? We're about to go up to the balcony? Like, this is an issue. So anyway, we take the elevator up to the balcony. I get up there. We see the next usher. We give her our tickets so she can let me know where the seats are. She points me to the highest seat in the building, the highest level at the 50-yard line of the theater. There's not a row behind me. The seat couldn't have been a worse seat. If I would have known that about my tickets, I would have never gone. My dress was not a balcony dress. My dress was a floor level dress. I was so pissed. I felt so bad for the people around me who actually did pay money for those seats, because I talked about them like a dog. I was like, I can't believe I'm here. This is not what I paid for. This is not what was given to me, and I don't need to be up here. Kevin Hart is short. He's black as hell. The background is black. How the hell am I supposed to see him from way up here? So anyway, the friend that I was with was just like, Blessing, calm down. We still gonna see the show. It's all gonna be good. Calm down. Blessing, we still gonna see the show. It's all gonna be good. So I literally complained until about 15 minutes until Kevin Hart's show, and he was just so funny that eventually I forgot that I was in the nosebleed section and just enjoyed the show. After that, I ended up going to Inferno with my besties. Hope, my bestie, and her bestie, Siobhan. We ended up going out. We had a mighty fine time. Hung out with my brother, because Hope always goes home early. Had a great time with him. And then he just was not ready to go in a timely fashion. So I was like, this is my first and last time coming here with you. Sunday, Mother's Day. We get up, we go to church. I go to Christian Revival Center when I'm in Savannah, which is located on Bull Street, right next. From there, we went to Club Karma, where he kept me out to 5:30 in the morning. We'll get some good teaching of the word. That's where you need to go. And from there, we had Mother's Day dinner. We all went to Johnny Harris, and my godmother went as well. And I just want to take a moment just to talk about my mom and how fabulous she is. Literally everything that I am, everything that I know, everything that I show you guys, everything that I represent comes from my mom. I couldn't have asked for a better mother. And for example, when we did the makeovers on Saturday for the prom girls, we were supposed to have this hotel room, and that fell through. So I ended up having to do the girls' makeups at my mom's house. And she's just so phenomenal. Like, the chairs are too low. The lighting is just horrible. It's just horrible for doing makeup. She just does her best to get it like this. Like how you see this, my little boutique here, she did her best to just hook it up. So she goes and finds a lamp from her room. She puts literally like a stool on top of the dining room table, and then puts the lamp on top of that. She goes in the garage and just like digs for this old barber chair that she's like, oh, I got a chair. Literally digs for it until she finds it. Finds another lamp, puts it on this side. She's like, baby, is there anything else you need? But anyway, long story short, she just always goes the extra mile. She's so phenomenal, and I just want to thank her for everything that she's ever done for me. And hope she watches the video. And, you know, I just wanted to add that in there. So after our dinner, we did go to Ashley Stewart, took on a little shopping spree. Get here about 8 o'clock. As I'm pulling into my apartment complex, most of you know part of the story but don't know it in detail. There's a police officer who's waiting at me. Went home, went to bed by 9 o'clock because I had to, this is Sunday, so I had to be on the road at 4 o'clock Monday morning to get to Atlanta to get back to work. So that's what I did. And this is my first wig ever. So it's a lot to deal with. It's pretty hot. So my drive from Savannah to Atlanta, I didn't have it on. I literally put it on like 2 minutes before he stopped me. And I didn't have on any shoes. I literally just had on socks. My whole plan was, ladies, you know how it is like when you have a nightcap and you're trying to rush home the next day. Your makeup is all over the place. Your clothes ain't right. You don't have on no shoes. So I'm literally trying to run into my house really quick before anybody sees me. He says, I was so in a rush and so embarrassed by how I looked. I'm like, officer, just leave. I'm trying to get up in my house. So the last thing he says to me, he's like, man, well, this tree looks a little bit unstable. If I was you, I would move. So now I have to move my car. Now I have to fix my hair, throw on a little lip gloss, and put on my heels just to walk in the house, because I'm now across the street and he's going to be watching me come into my home. As I'm leaving out, now he feels the need to stop me, has to give me his phone number. Y'all know that part of the story. So that's how that went. But anyway, that was my whole weekend in Savannah. That was all the great things I got accomplished. I will include some links to everything that I mentioned so you all can find these people in Savannah. I want to thank everybody for all the support that they've been giving me lately. It is wedding season, so if you're getting married or if you know anyone getting married, please give them my information. I thank you guys so much. Be blessed.